Are you in the best possible career for yourself? Many people ask me this question. How do I figure out what I'm supposed to do? How do I find the right career? How do I know what business I'm meant to make? So this Japanese concept called Ikigai says you answer four questions. If you want to decide how do you grow, how do you find your dream career, the first question is, what do you love doing? This is really important. When I started out, I loved meditating and reading about meditation. So meditation was what I loved doing. The second question is, can you make money off it? Now, you can love meditating or you can love photography, but if you can't make money out of it, it's not going to be a career. So that's the second question. The third question is, are you any good at it? Let's say you love photography and you know you can make money from photography because other people are, but you suck at photography. Photography is not for you. So the third question is, are you good at it? But the fourth question is as important as the other three. And that fourth question is there something the world needs? Does the world need another craptastic product? Or does the world need something that's actually going to make the world better? Are your photography going to brighten up someone's day? Is the act of you teaching whatever you're teaching, whether it's meditation or it's computational thinking, going to enrich people's lives? If you can find that thing that answers all four of these Ikigai questions, do you love doing it? Are you good at it? Can you make money from it? And is it something the world needs? Boom! You have found what could be the insight to where you're meant to take your destiny, what you're meant to start, that what is meant to be your future career. So while Ikigai is fascinating, there is a second layer I want you to consider if you truly want to master life. And that second layer is your life book. So, Ikigai is great. Ikigai can help you find that right career. Through the concept of Ikigai, I ended up teaching meditation. But I can tell you this, I was a broke-ass meditation teacher for 5 years. And I mean broke. I was working my butt off for very, very, very little money. I was still in debt 5 years after starting my business. My business partner at that time was also in debt. He hadn't even been able to pay off his college fees. We had negative self-worth. And so Ikigai can be incomplete. Now, what shifted that was this. In around 2010, I did a class called Lifebook. I traveled to Chicago on a friend's recommendation to attend this seminar with this couple that seemed to have figured it all out in life, John and Missy Butcher. Now, when you see them, they're kind of unreal. They look like movie stars. They are just the most gosh damn sexy, good-looking 60-year-olds I've ever seen. But there's a magic about them. And John and Missy built this extraordinary life. Yet John and Missy, just like me, were at one time broke. John was an out-of-work musician. Missy was a woman he fell in love with at the checkout line of a grocery store in the middle of Illinois. But they ended up creating a remarkable business, a remarkable family, 5 grandkids. Today they live on the island of Molokai, where they are building paradise on earth. And they look so healthy, so happy, and they are so into what they do. They have 7 companies. And when people would go up to John and Missy and say, "What is your secret?" John would hold up his secret, his life book. You see, John and Missy, when they were just starting out, they went through a severe tragedy. John lost 2 brothers to an accident, to suicide. Missy lost a brother to an overdose. And so fate took their siblings away from them. And John and Missy knew that if they did not have their shit together, fate was going to come to them for them too. And so they decided to get really deliberate with their life. They looked at their life from 12 different categories. These are the categories. And for each category, they answered 4 questions. Why is this category important to me? What do I want out of this category? What are my beliefs, right or wrong, about this category? And what is my strategy to really make myself shine in this category? They ended up with a 100-page book about the life they wanted to lead. And that life came true with remarkable precision. I mean, just look at them. So, if you find this idea interesting, I want you to know that I'm a big believer in Lifebook. After I did it in 2010, my life changed, and so I brought it on to Mindvalley. And Lifebook and Mindvalley started working together, and we ended up putting 70,000 people into the program. The case studies are all over the internet. And just a couple of months ago, we decided to come together as companies I became the co-founder of Lifebook with John and Missy because I love and believe in their product so much. And Lifebook now officially is part of Mind Valley. And we want to make Lifebook available to as many people as possible because the world is going through a lot of uncertainty right now. But when you have a Lifebook, you have deliberate intent, crystal clarity on the life you want. And you stop becoming a victim of circumstance. Rather, you become an artist of your perfect life. You decide exactly how you want your life to unfold. And when you do this, in the words of William Murray, all manner of synchronicities, coincidence, and help starts coming your way. So we put together a free masterclass, and at the end of the masterclass, we hope you sign up for the full Lifebook program, which is 16 hours. It is intense. It's 16 hours over 6 weeks, but at the end of these 6 weeks, you have a 100-page book of your life. And this is what else we're going to do. Because John and Missy are such wonderful souls. If you cannot afford Lifebook, you do not have to pay for it. John and Missy, their goal is to have 1 million people with a Lifebook. Well, here's how it works. Lifebook comes with a rebate. If you finish the program, 16 hours over 6 weeks, you finish the program and you submit your Lifebook, you can get a full refund, a 100% rebate. By committing to this, going through the program, creating a Lifebook, you end up taking Lifebook free. And what we find is that this type of business practice has actually been really good. 30% of people ask for a refund. 70% of people say, this is so amazing, keep my money. But you decide.